can keep them out. When a Westerner walks into a bar, television on the Middle East corner, walks to the bar with a bit about cars, a bit about war and a bit about Captain America. I'm 50,000 dead, what a tragic tale, what a moral dilemma. What can we do to help? Say it again and again and again until you vegetate yourself.
We got relations back to normal. Any,
check my like yo, girls, can you hear me? If you can hear me, Veli, your sound is crazy. It's so bad, blood. It's not improving at all. I don't know if you're trying or what you're doing. Nah, bro, that even I can tell you're trying to do something, but it's not doing anything. It's just bare static. Can you hear me? Am I sounding like static? Yeah, bro. Every word you're saying just sounds like static. Everything just sounds like static. They're saying that I'm clear in the chat. I just see. But everything, yeah, okay, yeah, he's gone. Hopefully he'll come back because I don't know how long you lot were there listening to that for, but I had to jump online because that was hurting my head. I'm trying to do work here. I'm just trying to, listen to some Belly Vision in the past time. And my man just burn up the whole vibe with that messed up sound, boy. So, yeah, go with him when he come back. We can leave him to run the show. I could go back about my business and whatnot. But yeah, what's going on, people? Big up to the family. Big up everyone in the chat. Shout out to Very Vision, all of you, man. Shout out to all the silent listeners like me who just sit down and listen to the madness that takes place in this YouTube world sometimes. If you're one of them silent listeners, let me see in the chat. First comment, man. Put your first comment in there for Veli, lie. Show some love. But yeah, I don't even know what's happening now. Who's beefing who or whatever. There's a guy called Esau. There's a woman called Jupiter. There's all these types of people out there. 90, all these people, shout out to 90 for though. Shout out to 9. Shout out to all the sisters and that. But like, yeah, it's like there's always something going on in the internet world. Just tune in every now and then just to hear some of the interesting arguments and things. Actually, Bells, if you're out there listening, I got something. I'm gonna shout you. I'm gonna drop you a text. And James Jones as well. I'm gonna need to talk to both of you. Like, that's a little opportunity. But yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Afternoon Skyworks, afternoon Grateful Ant, afternoon Empress Sakina, big out Sakina. Shout out, damn son, I love that name. That's the sickest name. I wish I thought of that one, to be fair. Damn son. Yo, Vels, did you put water on your mic or something? That's mad to me, because I thought you'd leave and come back would have done it. Try again. You sound like you're picking through. That's better. Whatever that is. And now it's bad. You're on the motorway or something, or you're in the countryside? Because you're just not getting a proper signal, I think. I just think you're not just getting a good signal at all, wherever you are. I don't know if it's your technology or it's the signal. Somebody actually said they'd rather listen to us getting than this. That is terrible, but I actually feel the feeling, boy. I was my bad, Benny, but literally, I'd rather listen to us getting than that. That was horrible, man. That was really bad. It's reform. Richard Tyson, there, man. Yeah, Nigel Farage. You never know, but it could be Musk even. I know Benny's been chatting rubbish about Elon Musk. You can't talk rubbish about Elon, you know. Shout out to Elon, innit? You know, billionaire tech guy running the internet right now, running the world right now. You just gotta circle yourself with Elon, it seems, boy, because otherwise it'll have you sound like Belly, just sound mad. Have your own people, your own supporters telling you they want to listen to us Getty rather than you. Like the biggest disrespect. It's mad, but that sound was crazy. But yeah, no, he wants to talk about, he says, fake Christians don't care about Christian Palestinians and the far right love Russia now, LOL. I think those are two interesting topics. Said Mossad on today's case. Yeah, it's definitely Mossad, boy. Yeah, boy. I was gonna start this topic, and now I'm thinking, right, actually, I don't want them to come look for me, but you know, I'm just here. I'm the messenger, just holding the fort down, Mossad. You could leave me out of it. But yeah, no, for real, Bells. I think you might even have to almost, I don't know, like how it sounds to me. It sounds like he's in the countryside somewhere where there's not good coverage, and so he's just bare disjointed. But or that he's driving through in between, like signaling. You know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not a technologist. But you know, they got two of these. You know, when the thing that your phone bounces off of, the signal bounces off that thing, if that's how it even works. And I can get all conspiratorial now because Novelli's not here to stop me. But you know, they have different receptors or receivers in different places, in different areas. And if you're in between two, and it's trying to connect to one and it's trying to connect to another at the same time, you can have that mad thing that's happening with Vels. And sometimes you can have even better coverage if you got both at the same time as well. But it sounds like Vels is just not getting good coverage, or it doesn't know what it wants to connect to. And I know he's driving quite a lot, so he might just be in between work, or it might just be an Oscar a Poundland mic. For real. Shout out Natty. Shout out Foster, shout out everyone in the chat. Yeah, man. Ramadan Kareem, everybody out there. It's a good time of the year. It's been nice. The thing is such a, like, when I like Ramadan
microphone checker.
Hey, I heard him. You got a real voice.
Naughty record.
Yeah. Right. What's good, my brother?
They are. Jeez. How are them feel? Yeah, man. We're back, man. Don't get like scattered minds in the building.
Big up, family.
Come on. Yeah, man. So, you know, man. Yeah, man. We dash with the Husky and bring in the yard, man, Mike. You get me? Man. Yo.
Get serious. It's 1 o'clock. I've actually got a meeting I'm going into right now. Online thing.
All right.
But man, we'll be back in a bit, yeah?
Yeah, say less, man. Say less, man. Big up, bro. Big up. Yeah, man. I got a good ass video to play as well. Still, well, not just one. You get me? I got a few. Yeah, man. So, let's load up these Aussie clouds and get the show on the road. Come on. My. Yo, so they're ready?
Go and murder Palestinians for 70 years.
Alright, pause. Freeze at ease. And let me smoke some more of those trees. Da 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 da. Come on. Yeah, man, sir. Yo. A good few times we keep asking the far right Christians like Dave and others about how they feel about the Palestinian Christians getting run out their yard and so and so and so and so, having their houses removed and all them sort of things there, innit? Because as far as these men are concerned, they actually think it's only Muslims that are losing their houses or being removed from different areas and so and so and and ra-ta-ta, and you hear me? You see me? Mad, alright, yeah man, but right now, yeah, not yesterday, but right now, yeah, you're gonna see a video of a Palestinian Christian woman, yeah, who tells us that a family wasn't removed by Hamas. A family wasn't moved by Fatah. Yeah, Fatah. Yeah. If Fatah was a Jamaican party, it would be called Bigger. But yeah, man. And then, yeah. So boom. They're not gonna tell us that it was Hamas that dashed them out of their yard. They're not gonna tell us that it was PLO, Fatah, or any of the others. Them dash man out. Yeah. No, they're gonna tell. Look who they're speaking to as well. Hey, look who she's speaking to. Yo! I tried to find it on my man's channel, innit, but I couldn't find it still. Yeah. So lucky there's other people there filming and doing their thing. You know? Now Zionist Joe would have dashed with that footage into the realms of darknesses. Are you sure she's lying and she's a Muslim star? Okay. So anyone else that's on the screen that tells their story, if it correlates with anything that you believe with, it doesn't matter. Right? It's just true. That don't correlate with something you believe in. You're saying that you're alleging that there isn't no Muslims in Palestine. Sorry. There's no Arabic Muslims in Palestine, yeah? No Palestinian Muslims. No, that's what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, innit? Yeah, because I noticed that you like to hold these straw man wavy positions where it's like, if we get you in a headlock on that one there, yeah, then you can say, I was just asking questions. Try to take man for Nigel Farage. I was just asking questions. It's just a question. You got me? But anyway, but yo, talk to them, my girl.
Yaffa, not Philip. It's from Yaffa. And my grandfather was a dentist in Yaffa. Christian family, and the Christians were kicked out first because you don't deserve anything. What you've become making crimes. Who cares? Christians are Christians. No, Palestinian Christians. You keep saying, yeah, love. You're a journalist, you have one-sided bullshit. I've had enough of your journalism. You want to say, show people what you're doing in Palestine. Show what you're doing to the Christian first, before you do it to the Muslim. And shame every Christian in any country who support your terrorism. It's a terrorist state. It's a terrorist state.
Are you willing to dialogue, or are you just
No, we were driven out. No. Yaffa was Christian and still we were kicked out. We were kicked out while shut up and listen. My grandmother was giving birth and she had to stay while my grandfather had to take the children out. So don't you ever tell me.
See that there? Yeah, man. So maybe, yeah, what you should do, yeah, is like, so you have to listen into that now, that is there. Check. Was there any Christians in Yaffa? Where is Yaffa? Huh? And who have a yard in a Yaffa right now? Yeah. Nah, you're just leaving escape route. You're leaving fire exits for yourself. You're not muddying the waters yet. But you're definitely trying to leave fire exits for yourself. You know? You see the fire exits that you want to leave for yourself, yeah? You man complain when we try to leave any of them fire exits. When we're in the... You get it? When people are questioning the positions that one of us man might hold. Yeah, specifically when I might hold a position. Right, let me talk for myself, innit, man? Everyone can chat for themselves. Yeah, BMT, cuz. Yeah? Yeah, I mean, it's not even BMT, BWT. Big old man things. Yeah? How you mean? Man's out here trying to chat for man, cuz. You can chat for yourself. You hear me, cuz? I can see people want ban fire upon Valley, yeah? I see people want ban fire upon Valley about are they getting involved with this trial and shit and show. But you might all see some of them same people that are balling about that, yeah? In these same groups or these same YouTube channels. Get me? Heavy type fingers at the times when these men are carrying out violations. Yeah. Mad. Crazy, cuz. Yeah, heavy duty violations, you know. These men are carrying out heavy duty violations. These men are doing heavy duty type fingers. Oh, no. Yeah. No. Yeah. But you aren't telling me how I feel around my things, man. That mouth. Yeah, man, nothing like Gaza. Is it? Yeah, man, so let me circle back to where we was anyway, yeah? Like we were saying about the Palestinian Christians that these far-right Christians don't give two shits about and haven't mentioned one time. Yeah? These dust voting Christians. Yeah, muscularity, Christianity, and them, man, there. I ain't heard them talk about, yo, we need to save our Christian Palestinian brothers from getting persecuted. Yeah, because what that does, it goes against the narrative that the man them wanted to paint out as something that was happening. You see me? Mad. Yeah, man. So, I heard there was a debate. I heard there was a debate on the weekend, yeah? On a Sunday night, yeah? Yo, mad. I said there was a debate on Sunday. Someone tried to use my intro tune as their intro tune. How you mean? What? Love a fish patty try to use my intro tune, man. And they're mad. And got drapes up as well. Mad. What you doing, man? Lord have mercy. Yo, hey, listen. I don't want to hear you using nothing to do with reggae, ragga, dancehall in your Bumbleclaw intros, cuz. Yeah. What do you need? You need, like, Bangra. You hear me? And all them thing there. That's what you should have as your intro, fam. About man try have bashment, you know. What man try have rest the man out, are you mad? Yo. I don't even think them youths they would even know about that tune if it weren't for the world boss. Huh? Yo, let me tell you again. I don't think half of the people that are listening to the fucking channel now, yeah, wouldn't even know what that tune was if it weren't for the fucking world boss. Before I had the channel, I was spinning that tune on man them. How you mean? Huh? Before I had the channel, I was spinning that tune on man them. How you mean? But yeah, man. I said the judge was a bit biased in the debate as well. Yeah? Me ear said the judge let one man talk. But me ear said the judge met one man talk. Lord have mercy. Brother, Lord have mercy. Man. Oh shit. You know what we found out though, yeah? And I don't know if any of you guys are paying attention here. Is that what we actually found out is that what I've been telling you weirdos from the start, yeah, about these fucking weirdos is really and truly they just want a couple people to speak to, you know? Mad, 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 mad. La, 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 do, 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 do. All right, yeah, man. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me say this as well, yeah. It's easy to cheerlead from the side, isn't it? Yeah, see, when it's not you having to formulate questions and answers in these scenarios, easy to cheerlead from the side and act like this, that, and the other in it, yeah. But when it's you right now, yeah, and it's them still sharp and still and so, brother, you weren't ready, fam. Yeah, let me tell you a couple of missed opportunities that you missed by wild missed opportunities, you know. I want to fish so. You idiot. Wild missed opportunities, cuz like I'm telling you, yo. So for quite a while now, yeah, it's been established that Hamas was voted into power or whatever and was allowed to take place in these elections. Yeah. At no time in these elections, until the elections had been won, had there been any calls for Hamas to recognize Israel before getting elected. Why are they allowing them to be one of the parties to be voted in if their thing is they don't even recognize Israel? That don't even make sense, cuz. Literally don't even make sense, cuz, man. And how, if Hamas, yeah, are such bad terrorists in a super terror group or whatever, yeah, you know, now obviously I'm not a Hamas supporter, yeah, just like letting you know and all that, yeah. But if Hamas are such a bad terrorist group and so and so, so and so, why was Benjamin Netanyahu allowing the money to be filtered through to Hamas or whatever? Uh, Because he, in his estimation, installing Fatah in West Bank, sorry, in Gaza, means they would have more political strength for being recognized as a nation. With Hamas in charge, you know, especially the surrounding nations, definitely ain't accepting or recognizing Hamas as an authority with the destruction of Israel as part of their fucking charter. You know what I'm saying? Like, mad, mad. So it's like, yo, I say that to say this year. So if supporting or going to a free Palestine rally equals that you are supporting, um, oh yeah. Yes, yeah, nice man. Yeah, big up for the messages still. Yeah, but yo, so if supporting going to a free Palestine rally equals inadvertent support for Hamas, yeah, you're a terrorist sympathizer. What the fuck does allowing millions of pounds to be placed in Hamas's hands, supporting them over the other people that are more democratic and all that? Like that's direct support for terrorism. Then, if the charges that man them are supporting terrorism by going to free Palestine rallies and blah 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 blah, you mad? Right. You crazy? Man, like that's mad. That's mad. And why this thing is that Israel and the UN didn't come up with no arrangements to say that Hamas need to change their charter before they are seen as a party that could be voted in. But it's a fair point, right? Like, if any other country or any other political party had, they need to destroy a certain set of people, whoever they was, to ways, like, they usually wouldn't be allowed to run for no fucking party and all them sort of things. They're like, or probably wouldn't garner as much support, even if people slightly did support them, innit? Like, that would be taboo to show support to someone like that publicly. Yes, if the Palestinians are to blame in that for voting Hamas in, then the Likud party played a role in making sure Hamas received their funding, innit? Like, so putting actual pound notes in their hands. That's the next level. That's not no from the river to the sea shit. Yeah, that's actually putting the money into the hands of a man and saying, "Yo, that's like me funding or allowing funding to go to KKK." NF. Like, if I'm the Prime Minister of the UK, yeah, and there's an NF party in Wales or whatever, Scotland, Ireland or something, and I'm allowing funding from people that want these people to rise up or so and so to go to it, then like, yo, I'm complicit in letting these men grow as well. Much more complicit than from the river to the sea, Sean. Much more connections to that than there is to that. Like, God damn. Lord have his mercy. What don't mean that? Oh, okay, okay. You're having your own debate in the chat. You're having your own debate in the chat still. So I said, Fish Show got boxed up by Luke, yeah? Mad. And then Luke done a drill track as well, yeah? Mad. Oh my days. Nah. Hey, Luke, you're not allowed to come on G Block no more, man. I don't know what you're doing making fucking drill tracks and shit, cuz. Like, you're going too far. Yo. Oh, God. Tell Pussy Cloud. Yo, man made a fucking drill track, you know. Bomber Cloud, nah, Luke's on smoke, you know. He went mad. Mad shot. Was it? Wisdom shed cats, but he don't like pussy though. He's a dream team pussy, yo. Oh, man. Oh, my giddy. Nah. That pussy glad. Yo. Luke's out here drilling, you know. Moving like Central C and that, cuz I'm mad. Oh, shit. Yeah, man. Big still. So, yeah, I'll be looking at it in a sec still. Sorry, man. Yeah, give me 2 secs, man. I'm about to pull up in about 10, 15. Yeah, fam, I can't believe it. Man got boxed up by Luke, and then Luke played his victory tune, a drill tune, to Pussy Cloud. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. No. It's a rap, cuz. It's a rap, fam. Are you mad? Yo, they say, man got boxed up as well, yeah? Cause that pussy ain't tried to jump on the panel and meh. Yeah. Tell pussy Clad. Mad. Oh my days. Yeah. Let's get rid of that stupid shit. Yes, mud stay. Yeah. No mess. We ain't had a mess all day. Yeah, me. Right. Yeah, man. Oh shit. Yeah. So you found out debating's not your thing, cousin. Go back to trolling. You idiot. He's a dream team pussy, oh. Mad. I know what that man tried to do as well, yeah? You know the video with Isel talking about all her doxing? When, you know the video of Isaac talking about her ducks and addiction? So she can't stop ducks. And she can't stop TikToks. Man, they tried to strike it still, but it didn't work, chinny. Not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Never could beat, never defeat this king. Not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Mad. No, no, no. Not gonna work, cuts. Mad, 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 mad. Right, I can't believe it then. So Luke's boxed up, put ISO in a box. Mad. Luke put Esau in a spliff. Smoked him, yeah? Mad. Mad. Can't believe it still. Can't believe it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard Juice is doing an assist though, still. A slight assist in it. You know? Mad. ISO and Egg must be balling right now, cuz. Oh my days. They're gonna be onto you, Jupiter. Oh shit. Mad. Oh shit. You journalist, you ain't gonna get that special mod no more, cuz that that ghost protection racket. Mad, mad, mad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You let ISO's picnic get boxed up on the panel, cuz. Mad, bad picking it. So we are bad picking it. So we are bad picking. Oh shit. Oh shit. Matty boy. Mad. One sec. Yo, Matty boy. I see
Look
you
at you
got
back.
beat
Look
up
at you
by.
backing up faggots again online. Listen.
I heard you got beat
Listen.
up by.
Dancehall artists are meant to
I
be
heard you
gay,
got
right?
beat.
You're the
I
only
heard you got
gay
beat up by
Jamaican British
Lucas.
dancehall artist. Do you know that? You're the only British gay dancehall artist that I know.
Oh
You're the only
shit.
man, yeah, that I know that comes online and
Man.
sings dancehall tunes to gay people online. You're the only person. You're the only man who does
Man.
that. The faker that does that. Just
Oh
let that one sink in.
shit. Are
Every
you
time
in
you open up your
pain?
live streams, you
Oh
sing
man.
bashment to gay people. You sing bashment for gay people.
Oh
You
shit.
sing bashment for gay
In my
people, batty
bars.
boy.
Yo, wait,
You
wait,
sing
wait,
bashment
wait.
for your
Listen,
community,
listen to the
batty
bars.
boy. You sing it for your
Oh
community. You always coming online,
shit.
yo. Always doing that. Why?
Oh
Why?
snap.
Do
My
you,
God. But ain't
listen,
you
do
gay?
you ever see Bavada
You-
open up for,
Hey, wait,
for
hold on a
GAY?
sec,
Do
yeah?
you ever see
You're
Bavada drop
holding
for
a sec
GAY?
though.
You
Hey,
open up,
Rude boy, wait, wait,
for
wait,
gay,
wait.
you open up for gay parties.
Listen, man. Listen, brother. I'm just gonna put you in the back, man. Listen.
Suck your mum.
Like, you pussy. Listen, innit? Yeah, you dickhead. Like, but ain't you a gay yourself though?
Oh my God. Listen, Cleon. You're the one that loves Batman on your
Are you
panel.
not gay?
You love Simon and Luke on your panel. Never forget that. Oh yeah,
You
by the
love
way.
men,
Oh, listen. The
guys,
title of your stream here should have been
dudes.
like 4 days, 3 days or something.
Yeah, man. You got 4 days left.
No, we
You only
don't.
got four
No, we
days left,
don't.
D.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Yeah,
No, we don't.
it's
No, we
finished, man.
don't.
It's a
What
wrap.
you really think you're gonna get it
It's a
back?
wrap, cuz.
You
Tell
really think you're
Isu
gonna
to
get it
get her
back?
bread up. Tell Isu she better get her bread up.
Listen,
Get her
you're the
bread
only
up.
man, yeah, that comes online, yeah, and sings
Isu,
bashment for gay
get your
people.
bread up.
Do you realize that? Do you realize that? Do you realize that? I'm gonna
What you
send this
talking
to
about,
Tiffany
bro?
Garden and say, listen, this is one of your own years. Open up for gay people online. You open
Wait,
up for gay chats online.
who do you know in
You
Tiffany Gardens?
open
Who do
up.
you know? Who do you know down
Listen,
there?
You're
Go,
from Spanish
wait, go
Town,
on.
batty
Who do you
boy.
know in Tiffany Gardens? Wait, who do
You're
you
from
know down there?
Spanish Town, batty boy. Never
Ah,
forget
but who
that.
do you know? Who do you know?
None of your business. None of your business.
You don't know
You
nothing
chat
from
roll down
Tiffany
there.
Gardens, you
You
dickhead.
can't go there. You can't go
You don't
there.
know one
You
Jamaican, you
can't go
pussy.
down there. You
Shut up,
can't go
man.
down there. Now answer my
You
question.
can't
Why did
go
you
down
open up
there,
your show, yeah,
you
singing
dickhead.
bashment
I
for
tell
gay
you where
people?
else you can't go,
Answer
cuz.
the
You can't
question.
come to Greenwich
Pussy,
either, you pussy.
answer the
Shut your
question.
mouth, man.
Why do you open up your show,
Suck
yeah,
your
singing
mum, man, you
bashment for
fraggle.
white gay people? Why?
Brother, are you mad? How dare you
Listen,
use
pussy,
my
I'm
fucking
asking you a
gangster tunes
question.
as an
You
intro?
open up
You
your
batty
show,
man.
yeah,
You
singing
know, I
bashment.
noticed that.
Do you want me to play
Brother,
it for you right
listen. You
now?
can't be me,
You
you know.
sing bashment tunes, yeah,
Stop
for gay
trying to
people alive. Do
imitate
you
Veli,
realise what
fam.
you're doing here?
Stop trying to imitate Veli,
Hey,
fam. You
listen,
can't be like Veli.
pussy. You went to
Pussy,
Jamaica.
listen. You could never
You went
be
to
Veli, man. Behave
Jamaica.
yourself.
from
There
Jamaica,
can
yeah,
be.
and you open up
You
your
that
show
Jamaican
singing
accent was
bashment
there.
tunes for gay people. You got Luke in the chat doing dance emojis. What are you on? What are you on? No,
Brother,
seriously, what
are
are you
you
on?
okay? Are you
Are you
okay?
okay? Are you
Are
okay?
you okay, brother?
Is
I can't
bashment for
believe
gay
that you're
people?
here
Hey,
trying to
Klingon,
tell
is bashment
anyone
for gay
about
people?
anything
Klingon,
gay.
Klingon,
Are you?
is bashment for
How
gay
can you tell
people?
anyone about anything being gay?
Is
I
bashment for
can't
gay
believe
people?
this.
Yes
This
or
is
no?
mad.
Answer the
This is the
question, Pussy.
wildest
Answer
shit
the
ever.
question now, Pussy. Is
Brother,
bashment
we've
for
got
gay
a
people? Yes
whole
or no?
fish party
Yes
on a
or no?
2-year-old
With
bike
Elton John,
talking about
yeah, with Elton
gays.
John, open up a song, yeah.
Brother,
With the right, come on now, seriously.
mad,
With Capleton,
mad, mad,
do this,
mad,
and Kiprich
mad,
do that. No,
mad,
they wouldn't.
mad.
So why are you doing
Man,
it?
hey, so man, I'd Luke to the panel, you know,
Would
you
you
little
do it?
pussy old
Why?
fuck. Man,
Why?
I'd Luke to the panel and he box you up
Scissor
again.
now, Phil, open up for the batty, man. Scissor
You
now, open
dickhead.
up for the batty, man. Scissor now, open up his show for the batty, man. Singing for batty, man. What
Brother, you
to?
open up your batty for
What
men,
to?
bruv. What are you talking about, man,
What
you
to?
weirdo?
You open
You
up show
mad?
for batty, man. You
I
start singing
can't
bashment
believe
songs for
this,
batty,
bruv.
boy. What to,
But you're
pussy?
a batty man, bruv. This is
What to,
weird.
pussy?
This is weird. This is the maddest thing ever,
What
bruv. I
to,
can't
man?
believe that you're here
Klingon, what
talking
to, man?
about anything
Seriously.
gay
So what about
or
this batty
whatever.
boy
Like,
here?
you are actual gay. And you got boxed up by Jupiter
So
as
what
well.
about for this batty
Man,
boy here?
imagine you
Listen,
got
what about
draped
for this
up by
batty boy
Luke's
here?
and
You're always
Jupiter.
backing up gay people,
Oh,
isn't it? You're
man.
always backing up gay people. It's typical you, innit? It's you all over. It's you all
Brother, wait,
over,
hold
innit?
on a sec,
It's
yeah?
you all over. It's you all
Your
over.
mum's
Look at
husband left
you.
her because
Big
he
faggot sitting
turned
on the
gay.
swing. Look at you.
You're a
Big
gay.
faggot sitting on the swing. Where is that?
You're a gay.
Where
Look
are
at
you? That's
you,
a gay
cuz.
parade. Big faggot sit on the swing. Look at you.
Oh
You big
my
pussy
days.
old faggot sit on the swing with
So
camel
are
toe
you
on the
gay?
neck.
But I thought
Batty
you was gay
boy.
though, bruv. Like, are
Singing
you not gay
bashment tune
now?
for gay white
So
boy.
you're
Them
not
man
gay
lying.
no
You're
more.
a batty boy. Everyone
I
knows
swear
you,
you
man.
told us she was
You're a
bi.
batty boy. You're
You
a batty
told us
boy. You're
you're
a
bi
batty boy.
though, cuz.
You're a batty boy. You're a
Brother, how
batty
can
boy.
you
I'm
be
telling
talking
you, you're a
about
batty
batty
boy.
boy
I
business? Then
say it to your
you're
face, you're a batty
bisexual.
boy. All right, answer my
You would
question,
nah,
Taylor.
you
How
wouldn't.
much
You
money
wouldn't, you
did
wouldn't.
you pay to have that video of you
You
getting
wouldn't, you wouldn't,
boxed
you
up
wouldn't, you
or
wouldn't.
taken offline? How much money
You
did you pay?
wouldn't, you wouldn't. I'll tell
How
you what
much
I'll do,
money did you
yeah.
pay to have you taken of you
If you
getting
come and
boxed up
if you
online? How
come and
much?
tell me I'm a batty boy to my face,
How
yeah,
much?
I'll give you my channel.
I would. Not the
Yeah,
good
yeah.
boy.
Come and
Now
do it
tell
and
me
I'll give
something,
you my
yeah.
channel.
Why did you?
No, no,
How
no,
much
no.
money
No, no,
did
no,
you
no, no, no,
pay
no. Wait,
that
wait, wait, wait,
Russian
wait,
you
wait,
and
wait.
his
I
people
wouldn't pay
to
nothing,
take
yeah?
that video
What?
and then box
I
and
wouldn't
your
pay nothing
blood
at all.
clot
I
down?
wouldn't pay
Like,
nothing
how
at all.
much you
Let's
pay?
sort out.
Seven
No,
hundred
no, no.
pound,
Let's sort
£500?
out. Let's sort out.
How much you
Let's
pay?
sort out.
How much did
Let's
you
sort
pay?
out.
How
Let's
much did you
sort
pay?
out.
Wait,
How
what
much did I
day?
pay what?
Listen, what day and what year did you get beat up in? Can you tell me?
Tell you what. What are you talking
What
about, bro?
year and
Are
what
you
day did you
mad?
get beat up in? I'm having trouble
Are you
finding
mad?
videos.
Bruv, listen, I swear you just said that you would tell me something to my face. Wait, hold on. You said you would tell me something to my face, yeah? Yeah? I will
Listen,
tell you.
I'm having
Listen.
trouble
I
finding
will
the rest
give
of the
you my
video.
channel.
Your ass
I will give
handed
you
to you,
my
yeah?
channel.
What
I will
day
give
and
you
what
my
year was it?
channel
Can you
if you do
remember?
this.
Can you remember?
If you do this.
Hey, pussy,
You're a
you can
weirdo
cuss girl from
faggot,
that
bro.
time Russian you fucked you up.
This weirdo
That
gay
Russian
lord
you
faggot,
moved
bro.
to you. That Russian you moved to you. Moved to you. He
Brother,
beat you
you
up.
mad?
He
Listen,
beat
man,
you
I got a
up.
picture of
He
your
beat you
Maldives
up,
on the
batty
screen,
boy.
yeah? And
He
you
beat
started
you up.
barling, bro.
He
What are you
beat you
talking
up.
about, man? Get
Now
out of
listen,
here, man.
go back to
The
singing
fuck
dancehall
out of
songs from
here,
gay white
man.
people that are gonna line
The
you.
fuck?
Listen,
We got a picture of your
look,
yard. You
every
started
time Luke
barling
does
and
that
fretting, man.
emoji, yeah,
Listen
I'm
to you
gonna make sure
stuttering,
the man
bro.
them in Tiffany Garden
Behave
see
yourself,
why you're
man.
going
Hey,
for a batty
bro,
boy.
listen.
Can you see you?
Listen.
Look, see you see
When
people
you,
like you,
bro,
see people like you.
brother, listen, shut up, man. Shut up now. Yeah? When are you gonna come and link me to tell me I'm a batty man to my face so you can have the channel? If you tell me that to my face, you can have the channel. Give me them dates, bro. All this rambling of like you don't stop talking. You actually like a broken baby mother. You know what I'm saying? Batty boy. Bro, I'm like, bro, it's mad that you're even daring to call anyone else a batty man. Like, bro, are you mad? Like, you're on tape admitting to loving men, guys, dogs, and all sorts, bro. Like, what? It's weird. It's strange. It's mad. It's mad. I can't believe it, cuz. Yeah. It's weird, man. Man, I love scuzz. Yo, I think Luke gave my man concussion. Yeah, Luke bust his head on Sunday and he's still concussed now. Confused, fam. He don't even know where the debate is and what happened. Mad. Oh, my days. Mm. It's weird still, man. You is a proper weirdo, cuz, man. Hard lie. I actually can't stand that weirdo, man. I'm not even funny, cuz. cuz. Literally, I can't stand that boss, yo, bro. Yeah, that's right, man. Hey, cuz, is it right to move forward a little bit? To move forward a bit so I can get behind. But I can park it. You can't see the fucking indicators on the thing. You idiot, man. Surely driving there, lad. Ah, fuck off, man. You're a fucking waste man out of him, man. Can't take listening to pussy. You're right, you, bro. You're not coming on there, man. Fuck off, bro. That's like him, man. Weirdo. You can't debate and you got boxed up, bro. Yeah? Even the one you tried to take for a patch, you was telling everyone you got boxed up, man. Behave yourself, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck off now. You know what I mean? You're a fucking weirdo. Man just distracts the show and that shit. I need a fuck us that. Mm. Weird, innit? That's what I keep trying to tell you, cause that the men ain't the same as men. Because they want to violate you. If they get violated, they then start barling. You try and strike your channel on that. Mm. Mm. Let me run one more. Let me run it first. Yeah. Let me run it first. First of all, that's my favorite meme I've made. Mm. Yeah, man. So let's talk about my McCloud Donald Trump. Man. Oh, is it
Clearly
like?
one of the worst negotiators in geopolitical history. The first time ever an American president has criticised an ally for not surrendering to an invading army. You fucking pussyhole.
Whoa, lady play. Rewind. I'm mad. See Jonathan Pirate mad. Yeah. He just called Donald Trump a fucking pussy. And you know what's mad though, yeah? It's true though, right? Because yo, this is the only time, yeah, where the people that are actually air quotes defending their land, that are one of the allies, are being told, yo, you man, build back and let them man take the things. You get me? Mad, 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 mad. Yeah, I had to pull it, cuz man. How you mean? Yeah, pull up, pull up. Bring it back, come Rwanda. Yeah. All right, one more time. Let it play.
Trump is clearly one of the worst negotiators in geopolitical history. The first time ever an American president has criticised an ally for not surrendering to an invading army. You fucking pussyhole. Trump claiming that Ukraine started the war is like Roosevelt saying, well, what the fuck were those ships doing in Pearl Harbor in the first place? The art of the deal, eh?
the great negotiator, showed his hand after 2 seconds, showed the world that he'd been entirely captured by Kremlin talking points. Instead of at least pretending to be neutral so that he could get his Nobel Peace Prize, he immediately showed that he was openly hostile to one of the parties, and not the invader, the invaded. The art of the deal. Hey, the guy negotiating with Russia is a Fox News host. Although, what's the point of a functioning Defence Department if you're going to surrender to your enemy after just 1 month in office? Imagine being the President of the United States with the richest man in the world as your pet and still shitting the bed every time someone points out that you're being a wanker. And you can tell that Trump doesn't actually think Zelensky is a dictator because his nose isn't nestled up Zelensky's anus whilst giving him a reach around like he does with real actual dictators. The UK didn't have a general election for 10 years because of World War II. That doesn't make Winston Churchill a dictator. Zelensky has not banned opposition parties, just the ones openly pro-Russian. Just like we banned the fascist party when Hitler was bombing the shit out of us on a nightly basis. Zelensky has not banned independent media, just pro-Russian propaganda. And NATO expansionism is not the reason we have this war. NATO expansion on Russia's borders stopped in 2004. So what? Russia was so annoyed that they waited 10 years to invade Crimea, and then a quick 8-year breather, and then on to Ukraine. Utter bollocks. Trump is clearly one of the worst negotiators.
Yeah, big up Mr. Pie, man. You hear me, like, crazy still. It's like, since Trump's come in, cause enough men have turned up for Ukraine, fam. It's mad. Yeah, my bad. I'll go on Mr. Mulatto.
Big up, fam. How you doing?
What's going on? What you saying?
Yeah, I just came to say to all the Ukrainians listening, stop asking us in the U.S. for our tax revenue. We have no obligation to help you. You have to settle your own affairs, really. And to all the U.S. citizens listening, U.S. tax revenue is for the U.S. Americans only. We need to keep all money in. You heard Nipsey Hussle, all money in-house, and literally. So it's foreigners. They keep telling us that the Ukraine is our ally. Me as a U.S. citizen, I have to ask. An allyship is a reciprocal relationship. Now, we in the U.S. have given over $250 billion to the Ukraine. What has the Ukraine given us in return? Nothing. So they are not an ally to us. They are leeches. Yes, I said it. The
Wait,
Ukraine
hold on a sec. But
leeches of
that's
the
not
US.
how allies. But that's not how that ally
Yes,
sort of
it
thing
is.
works.
It better. That's
No,
not.
it's not. It's not that. Wait, hold on, bro. Listen.
How you gonna tell
It's
me?
not that. Wait. Listen. But because
All right, go ahead.
you just said it was that he gave 250 billion.
No, I
and
said
they haven't given.
we gave the Ukraine 250 billion, over 250.
Americans give 250 billion
to the Ukraine,
and
yes.
they've not given you nothing.
Ain't gave us a goddamn thing. They ain't gave us a goddamn thing in return.
What, for the 250 billion?
Hell yeah, for the 250 billion. You said they not. All right, well, that's why we cutting them off. Goddamn it, we ain't giving them shit else. Listen, Ukrainians, we not giving.
It's not an exchange. It's not a trade.
Exactly. So that's why we not giving them nothing else. That's why we not giving them nothing else. We don't owe them no aid. We don't owe Ukrainians
it's in weaponry. so they could defend their
We
sovereignty.
don't owe them no goddamn weaponry. What the fuck? Are you delusional? The U.S. don't owe Ukraine shit. You better be happy that we gave you whatever
No,
we gave you. I regret giving you a goddamn thing, really, because it came
that's
out of my
not owe.
taxes. So I regret it. We ain't giving you
It's
shit
part
out.
of the. It's
Listen, it
part of
ain't part of
the.
nothing. Listen. We're done being leashed upon. Ukraine,
By
hold
who?
your own nuts. To the
By who?
Ukrainians listening, please let me say this, Valley. Please let me have a complete sentence. To the Ukrainians listening, hold your own goddamn nuts. Stop coming to us. All right, go ahead, Valley.
Do you support? Do you support Vladimir Putin's position now? Then.
I'm neutral. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
Whatever,
because that's the reason
whatever.
why that America's. Wait, hold on. The
I'm
reason why
trying to answer your
America's
question.
providing aid. The reason why America's providing aid to Ukraine at the moment is because their sovereign territory has been encroached on by Vladimir Putin.
Whose sovereign territory? Just so we clear.
Ukraine's.
That has nothing to do with the U.S. Are you not listening, brother? That has nothing to do with us. That's why the masses of U.S. citizens don't support any more U.S. tax revenue going to the Ukraine. It has nothing to do with us at all. They need to hold their own nuts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
seriously, man.
No, it's like it's like fucking Pearl Harbor happening. Man saying, "Oh, it's nothing to do with so and so, man." You know,
Well, Pearl
they
Harbor
just
is a part
bombed.
of Pearl Harbor is
They
part
just
of the
bombed
U.S.,
America.
brother. Yes, Pearl
Yeah,
Harbor
they
is
just
part of the
bombed
U.S.
America, man.
Yeah, you're not listening. Pearl Harbor is a part of the U.S., so the U.S. will have an obligation, and we had an obligation to retaliate against the Japanese. That was a problem of our own as U.S. Now, the Ukraine, that has nothing to do with the U.S., so that should never involve U.S. tax revenue. Let the Ukrainians fight their own battles. Just like we in the U.S., we had to fight our own.
Okay. All right.
I give you an example. When we look at the Boston Tea Party, or we talk about the American Revolution, we wasn't going to the Ukraine asking them for no goddamn money. We wasn't going to the Ukraine asking them for no goddamn aid. When we had literally the anti-slavery uprisings through the U.S., we
Get the
didn't
fuck
go.
out of here, man.
I'm
Get the
talking the
fuck
truth.
out of
We
here,
didn't
man.
go to the Ukraine and
Get the
ask them
fuck
for a
out of here,
goddamn
man.
thing. What I'm saying is the truth, brother. And you have to listen to this
Nah, man.
because hold on, slow down. Let me tell you why.
You just
Because
conflating scenarios, man.
I'm not conflating anything. And I got to ask you this. Because you interrupted me when I'm talking about members of your own race standing up against slavery. You interrupted me. So I got to ask you,
Yeah, because
why
you're
are you?
conflating that. That's what you're conflating.
No, no,
What the
no.
like
It's literally a direct point.
hold on though. But
Exactly. Go ahead,
was
make your
this
point.
okay? Was the slavery fight against Americans keeping flipping African Americans as slaves, or was it against a foreign country keeping flipping Americans as slaves in America?
So now
Or
you
whatever.
understand
Like
my
it's the,
point. No, no, no. Now
the
you
same
understand
thing,
my
man.
point. That was an
But it was.
issue. You listen. Just allow me to complete the
But
point, brother. Have some decorum.
Zelensky hasn't started a civil war in his own country. It's Vladimir Putin's encroached on his territory, isn't it?
Yeah, are you not listening? The point is this: no matter what conflict U.S. citizens go through, we never go to the Ukraine for help, and we never expected them to help us, and they never helped us. So the Ukrainians, they have their own problem. They need to solve it on their own. That's the point.
Okay. All right.
And
Say less, man.
also to all the
People make those
Palestinians.
points when they're
My bad. Go ahead.
when they're in the higher mighty position in it. Yeah, but again, when they're on their way up and they need to make allies to make sure that their shit's safe, they speak differently, innit? It's
Well, they
mad,
need to
innit?
go to somebody else. The Ukrainians need to go to somebody else. Stop coming to the U.S. We done gave you more than enough. We gave you too much, actually. Also, let me address the Palestinian debacle as well, because the title, it says that the fake Christians don't care about the Palestinian Christians. Let me just say this in response as a mulatto American Christian. We care about the Palestinian Christians as much as the Palestinian Christians that come to the U.S. and open up goddamn liquor stores and sell toxins and tobacco and carcinogens and alcohol to our people. We care much about them as they care about us. They don't give a goddamn
So
about
there's
us.
Palestinian food shops that are selling liquor and cigarettes in
And
America. Yeah,
K2, yes, K2 as well.
where
Yes, toxic carcinogens. Yes,
where Where are these
Well, let's
Palestinian
talk about it.
shopkeepers?
Well, I'm trying to answer your question. In Baltimore, in DC, in PG County, Maryland, in Howard
Well,
County,
I'm not even
Maryland,
going to be able to
in
verify.
Boston.
Or
So the point is this.
because because obviously it's hard to get an actual verified .org
Look,
source
it's
with
not hard to
the
do.
stuff
All
that
you gotta do is
the
look.
stuff that you're saying, yeah,
Nah, just
is
type in.
because what
Anyone
you do,
listening?
like
All
you're
right, go
from
ahead, make your
every
point.
continent and from every tribe and so and so
That's a
you know what I mean,
deflection.
like,
That's a
so.
deflection. I think you have ADHD, brother. Let's stay focused on the topic at hand, brother. You have an attention issue. The point is this, brother. The Palestinians that come to the U.S., not only do they open up shops that sell carcinogens, liquor stores, you feel me? Not only do they open up these stores that sell carcinogens to the mulatto American and Black American masses, you also have Palestinians that come to the U.S. and become
It's
police
American Arms
officers.
Company run by
Hold on,
Christians, bro. What
let
are you
me
talking
complete
about?
it. Let me complete a sentence, brother. And now, let me say this, Belly. You gotta stop cheerleading for these other races. I got to say this, my brother. Really, you gotta let them hold their own nuts. Let them hold their own nuts. But let me say this though. The point I was about to make is these Palestinians come to the U.S. and become police officers that are complicit in the mass incarceration of Black Americans and mulatto Americans. So we care about them as much as they care about us. They don't give a goddamn about us. We don't give a goddamn about them. All the Palestinians listening, hold your own nuts. Settle your own affairs. This has nothing to do with the U.S. And they voted
The
for Trump.
Americans
Let
not
me
out.
just say this. Hold on. Hey, let me say this. The
The
Palestinians
American,
in the U.S.,
the,
the majority of the Palestinians in the U.S. voted for Trump. Checkmate. So let them deal with
wait, you
their own
say the
affairs.
Protestant? Okay,
Yes, yes.
can you show some? All right, unchecked. Can you bring that evidence so we can see if that is actual checkmate
Yes,
of the majority of
literally, you can share
Palestinians
your
in America
screen.
voting for Trump?
Listen, listen. What I'm saying is public record. You can literally share your screen and type in
Palestinians,
Palestinian
yeah.
American. Just listen to what I'm saying, brother. You can literally share your screen and type in two things: Palestinians for Trump and Arabians for Trump, and the evidence is readily available. Literally, it's not
No,
even a
that's not the
secret.
majority.
Only a person.
But that's not.
Yeah,
But bro, hold on.
yeah,
That's not the majority of Palestinians that voted for Trump though in America, is it? No, that's
yes,
not.
it
That's not
is,
a chart that's
brother.
going to show that.
You're not
That's
listening.
just
All
going to
right,
show.
well, all right. Trump,
Yeah, because that's
that's
going to
what I'm
show.
saying. Let me just say this,
Bro,
brother. It's not
wait,
even
well,
a
hold on,
secret.
hold on. Listen,
All right, go ahead.
listen. All that is going to show that there's a group that supports Trump. Like, and right now, the only group that I heard of that was like that was Muslims for Trump, not like separate Palestinians, Arabs, and all these different separate communities.
So you agree that the majority of Muslims in the U.S. voted for Trump? Let them settle their own
I don't
affairs.
even. I don't agree to that either.
Well,
But
look, brother,
you've changed your
let me say
position
this.
as well.
You can remain. Let me say this. You can remain delusional. That's your prerogative. The point is this: Palestinians need to settle their own issues. This has nothing to do with the U.S. Let them hold their own
Yeah.
nuts. Palestinians listening, hold your own nuts.
Pause. I'm not really
Ukrainians
trying to
listening,
hold anyone's
hold
nuts
your
out here,
own
man. You get
nuts.
me? Why for that?
Hold your own nuts. That's the point.
Why for the
And
holding nuts, yeah?
no,
Bad man
I'll
not
ask you
hold
then, brother.
nuts.
I ask you, brother. Have
Mm.
have descendants of U.S. chattel slaves? Have we ever received any aid or any assistance from Palestinians or Ukrainians? Let's talk about it, brother. Checkmate.
Palestinians and Ukrainians, I'm not too sure.
Have Palestinian? I'm
How the
asking a
fuck is that
simple
checkmate?
question, brother.
This because you're
I'm
saying
asking a
that,
question, brother.
bro, listen,
Yeah, go ahead.
bro.
Yeah.
You're saying that you can only point out whether you believe something's right or wrong if the person now has only donated to your
That's
community.
not what I
Like,
asked
you
you.
literally can't
That's
speak
not what
about
I
anything.
asked you.
Then.
That's
No, but
not what
because
I asked you. I
that's
asked
the
you a
point that you're
simple question.
making. You're literally trying to make a point.
No, that's not what I asked
Your
you. I'm
point
asking a simple
is
question, brother.
has Palestinians or so and so. I don't know.
I'm asking a question. Have Palestinians or Ukrainians ever
I don't know.
aided?
Can you show us
Have
whether
they
they
ever
have?
given aid? Have they? Well, I can tell you they have not. Checkmate. So we don't owe them anything. That's the only point I'm making.
Yeah. Well, where's the
If you
evidence
look,
for
let me
that?
just
No,
say this.
where's the
If you
evidence for
want to
that?
keep
Let me see.
giving
I
me,
want to see the evidence for that. If you just
all
saying
right. Well,
checkmate ain't
look,
evidence.
you don't got to believe me. Fuck it. The point is this: if you want to keep giving your tax revenue
Right. So
to Ukraine and Palestine, you do that. But we not. We in the U.S. We're done. We're not giving them shit else. That's that. Other than that, Now I heard that they about to make. When I say they, I'm speaking about the U.S. government. I heard they about to turn Palestine into
Yo,
a
yo, yo.
beautiful. Yes, brother. Are you able to hear me?
Listen,
I heard
yeah.
that I heard Palestine's
I said,
being
yeah.
turned into
But
a
wait, listen. You
beautiful
said that.
resort. All right, go ahead.
You said about the
Yes.
checkmate on the Palestine. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
It wasn't
But I'm
blah blah
saying
blah.
it's
It was they didn't help us
giving aid
in
or
any of
whatever, and
our
I'm saying
fights.
that
They ain't
it's
help us do
unchecked
shit.
because it's You never provided any
All
source
right.
for it. You just said fuck it. So you
All right,
unchecked it.
brother.
Did you
No,
uncheck it?
no, they put themselves in checkmate by disrespecting U.S. citizens that have been trying to
How?
help their motherfucking ass.
How?
So let them
How?
settle
So what
their
did they
own
do to
affairs.
disrespect the U.S. citizen?
I literally
What?
just listed it, and I'm not trying to keep running in circles. I'll say this: the karma that the Palestinians are facing today is a result of the Palestinians coming to the U.S., opening up liquor stores, selling carcinogens and other toxins to the Black Americans and the mulatto Americans. So the karma that they face in Palestine being what they mischaracterized as ethnically displaced, that's on them. They have to handle their own candle. They have to hold their own nuts. We, as mulatto Americans and Black Americans and U.S. citizens, we owe Palestine nothing. They have to fight their own battles. Same with the Ukrainians. I have to also admit this. These Ukrainians, they come to New York, they come to Chicago, they come to Boston. They come to a lot of the Midwest and Northeastern cities. And as I stated earlier, they become police officers and they are complicit in the mass incarceration of Black Americans and mulatto Americans. So their karma
Who did?
is
The
now.
Palestinians.
I said the Palestinians and the Ukrainians, brother. I swear you got an attention deficit disorder, brother.
No, because you
Is
keep
that what it is?
bro.
Were you on
You keep,
Rittman, brother?
bro. Listen to what you do, bro. Wait.
All right. Were
No.
you
Chill
on
out, man.
Rittman
Chill out.
when you
Chill,
were young,
wait.
brother?
No. Wait.
All
Chill
right.
out. Chill out.
But answer that
I've
though.
let you ramble. Wait, bro. I've let
No,
you
you
ramble for
cut me
ages,
off
yeah.
every sentence,
You,
but go ahead.
bro. I've let you ramble for ages, yeah. You keep jumping from point to
You
pillar
cut
to
me off
post to
every
so and so,
sentence.
so and
Go
so.
ahead, brother.
Like your points are all around the world. Like you started off with saying
I
Palestinians
spoke
own the
about two
most.
countries, brother. The countries you brought
Palestinian
up.
and Ukrainians sell the
Yes,
most carcinogenic so and so, but you haven't brought
exactly,
no evidence for
exactly.
that. Bro, listen, wait, hold
Okay,
on. Every
we
time
have
you
the
get to a
evidence,
point,
brother,
yeah,
but all right.
when I'm trying to, yeah, but where's the evidence then? Provide the evidence for that.
All right. And anyone
Because you just
listening?
make loads of claims
No.
and that doesn't
Just
provide. No,
listening, brother. I'm trying to answer your question. All right. Do you want to answer?
no. That's not how we provide evidence, brother. That's not how we provide evidence, bro.
Yeah,
You don't
this is
say
how
anyone
this is
listening,
how I'm
Google,
gonna
blah blah
provide the
blah.
evidence,
You
brother.
provide the evidence. That's how you
All
provide
right, go ahead.
evidence. And one sec. All right, jump on
All
the
right,
panel.
yeah, please. Yeah. Answer your phone. Mute up for a second, brother. Now, all the Palestinians listening, you have created a conflict with the U.S. Black Americans and the U.S. mulatto Americans that you're not ready for the karmic retribution that you are now facing. Literally. Now, you claim that there is a power that is ethnically displacing you from your ancestral homeland, even though you're not indigenous to Palestine. Let's talk about that. You're indigenous to Turkey and shit like that. Your family migrated to Palestine from Turkey and Arabia and shit like that. You colonized Palestine, and your claim is that you have been ethnically displaced by another power. So as a result, you came to the U.S. and you attempted to join the whites in the subjugation against the Black Americans and the mulatto Americans, but you didn't realize that you didn't have the strength to protect your homeland and that you will run to these same Black Americans and mulatto Americans for help. Now the tables have turned, and we Black Americans and mulatto Americans, we will not help you, you Palestinians. We will not help you. To you Ukrainians, same with you. You came to the U.S., you tried to amalgamate yourself into whiteness. You tried to join the whites against the Black Americans and the mulatto Americans. Now you are crying about a war that you are losing right now in your homeland in the Ukraine. And once again, you run back to the Black Americans and the mulatto Americans for help. We will not help you. You need to help yourselves. You need to repent and destroy your negative karma.
No, they're definitely not asking you for help, fam. You're
Yes, they
snitching on
are. Yes,
other
they are. They're asking for my
black
taxes.
people
Checkmate.
and
They're asking
mulattoes.
for our taxes.
Yeah,
Checkmate.
no. I'm saying that
They're
you
asking
are
us for help.
snitching on.
They're
You
asking
snitch on
for our help.
mulattoes and Africans that are in Africa. I mean, that are in America with fucking that might have legal status, but you just think that they're illegal. So
If they're here,
how the fuck are they gonna?
Let me say this.
Why are they gonna ask you for any help, cuz?
Yeah,
Like
well,
you're
they're
gonna
asking for my
direct them to
tax-
ICE.
Let me answer that. They're asking for my taxes right now. Checkmate. That's help. They're asking me for help. And as far
That's
as
not asking you for help.
And let me respond to
They're not asking you for taxes. See, this is the mistake that you keep making as well. Yeah, is that the aid that America's given to Ukraine is actual weaponry aid, not tax money, not cash for them to.
Hold on, brother.
No, it's not. It's not paid through. It's not paid through American taxes.
Yes, it
whatever
is,
either,
nigga.
so.
You're dumb. You're dumb.
What
bro.
you saying? Wait,
You're
hold on.
dumb.
The American, the arms that America creates is paid for by American taxes.
Yeah, nigga. You're dumb.
Yeah.
Yes, brother.
Okay, I'm done.
Let me address your initial
I'm done.
claim. To the Africans in the U.S. illegally and the mulattoes in the U.S. illegally, yes, I make no apology. I make no apologies. I'm calling ICE on your ass. You need to get the fuck out my country. Just like I can't go to your country just because I'm of African descent and I'm a mulatto. I can't go to your country illegally. So if you're in my country illegally, black or not, mulatto or not, I'm calling ICE on you. You got to go. And the white illegal aliens,
Yes.
and the Hispanic illegal aliens, the Indian illegal aliens. If you're in my country illegally, yes, I'm calling ICE on you. You got to go immediately. I make no apologies about it because I cannot go to your country illegally and say, "Oh, I'm black too. I'm black
But this
too."
proud informing, I just don't rate it because like you're just like proud to inform and snitch. It's mad.
Yes, because
My happening.
you're a
Big
proud
smile in his
tether,
face.
brother. You're a proud tether. Your immigrant gaslighting tactics don't work on me. You don't know about patriotism because you abandon your country. So you can never
You're a
understand. You
tether.
can never be like me.
You're a fucking tether. You're not from America.
You can never be like
you
me,
literally,
bro.
bro, behave yourself. You're not even
I
American,
got
bro.
you there.
Yeah,
I got you.
bro. Remember you told us the majority of your ancestry doesn't even come from America, bro. So shut up, man. So how the fuck can you be a patriot?
What was the other
or
30% though? Checkmate.
you're a female, man? It was
What was
European.
what was the
and
other
it was
30%?
African.
Checkmate.
European and African, innit?
Let me say this. I know you blacks aren't good at math. If I have 30% Native American
European.
ancestry, what does that make me? Checkmate.
Don't make you Native American.
That means I have.
Doesn't make you.
that means I
It doesn't make you
big shit in
Native
the US.
American. Wait, hold on. So this 30% Native American ancestry make you Native American. You nutcase.
Nigga, yes. You dumb nigga?
Of
Yes.
course not. You spaz.
You're
Bro,
dumb.
listen,
brother.
you're so
dumb.
stupid.
It means
Oh
I
my
have
God.
Native American ancestry, brother. Checkmate.
Brother, listen, you're saying dumb. Bro, listen, you said you're 30% African, you're 30%
Yes,
European, and
yes,
30% Native
yes.
American, yeah, which is
Yes,
bullshit anyway, yeah, and 10% Asian. Brother, you
Yes,
ain't majority nothing, bro. You're fucking 30%, 30%,
Yeah, I never claimed the
30%.
majority.
You can't
What
claim
I said
one
was-
place.
Yes,
brother, so how can you try to claim American then, bro?
Because I got 30% Native American ancestry. You dumb
Brother,
nigga.
you're an idiot, man. You're an American citizen.
You're
That's
dumb,
it.
brother. Hold on, let me ask you
You're just a
this.
citizen.
So watch this. So I can't claim my ancestry?
No,
Checkmate.
you can claim to be a citizen.
All right. So yes, I have Native American
You
ancestry.
can claim to be a citizen.
Checkmate. So the point is this: if you're in my country illegally, I'm calling ICE on you.
Native Americans are getting oppressed in
Just
America
like if
anyway.
just like if I go to your
Native
country,
Americans are on reserves right
watch
now.
this. No, all of them are not. They're not. You're dumb. Yeah, most are not on reservations. You're dumb.
Yeah, and a
But
lot
let
of
me
just
ask you
strung
this.
out on alcohol and
And
drugs.
watch this, brother. Just like the Jamaicans are strung out on
Fire water,
tourist pussy
everything what-
from old white
that
women.
the-
Checkmate. Yeah, got you there. Got you there.
Brother, the man them, the Native
Yeah, the
Americans
man
brought in
that
and gave
makes
to them.
twerking for
So
white
which Americans are you claiming? Wait, bro, listen, you're claiming Native American.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're claiming the European American, and you're
Uh-huh.
claiming African American. Like that.
Yeah, and
Which
more,
American you
and
claiming
more,
now, anyway?
and
Like?
more, and
Yeah,
more.
so what
But,
part of your ancestry fucking violated two parts of your other ancestry, cuz in the same place that you're in?
Yes,
Right now,
and your
that you're
grandkids
claiming
will
to
be
be a
mulattoes
patriot.
like me. Your grandkids will be mulattoes like me. So
Brother,
talk your
but
shit.
they're not.
Talk your shit.
You're complaining. Yeah, but you're complaining
No, I have
about
no
being.
complaints.
You complain
No,
about
I
people in
have
your
no
country.
complaints. I have no complaints.
So what's snitching to ICE doing then?
Yes, that
complaining?
is report. I'm trying to answer your question. That is reporting illegal aliens in my country and demanding that they get deported immediately.
All right. So are European Americans subjugating Native Americans to be living on reserves?
That's not the subjugation. The subjugation would be no, I'm trying to answer your question. The subjugation would be the ethnic displacement that the Native Americans have experienced that
Okay, so
took them
they've lost their land, yeah?
definitely.
Yeah, and they've been moved to a different part of the land. They've been restricted to only stay on that part, yeah?
No, they don't have to only stay on that part. That's the point that you're missing. Native Americans are not forced to live on reservations. They have a choice. Most Native Americans in the U.S. don't live on reservations. Anyone listening, if you look up the term urban Indian, it refers to Native Americans that live off of the reservations and live in urban areas, live in the cities, etc.
All
But
right, yo, listen,
let me
you
revert.
lot, you got to jump on. One sec, bro. I need to try and get some people on the panel, innit? Jump on the panel, guys. Yeah, if man no one jumps on the panel in the next 5-10 minutes, then I'm locking it off still. Car, you know, I'm about to go into a job still, and I'm not going to be able to talk in a sec. You know,
All right,
Mulatto's not going to be able to wrap it up on his ones as well, still, so.
I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna drop down. And you see, I answered your questions. I
Nah,
bet
stay
you're
there,
on
bro.
line.
We're trying to get more people up, cuz. What you mean?
Nigga, I got shit to do. But let me say this though. I bet you'll run from my question. I bet you'll run from
Get
this.
the fuck out of here, man.
And I answered your question. Now let's talk about Jamaica. Do Jamaicans have a right to report the illegal aliens in Jamaica to their immigration?
Yeah, of course they do.
Checkmate, nigga. All right, and much
the
love
fuck is
to
that
the panel.
checkmate?
Much love, Valley. And
You're not
much
even
love
a
to the chat.
bro.
Peace.
You're not American though, bro. That's the whole point about it. Like you keep making this American checkmate point. That you're not even American, cuz. You're not European American. You're not African American. You're not Native American. You're not even half. So percentages. You just got much fun. Mark. Man said, yeah. Man's from the whole of West Africa and a couple of countries in East Africa. Half of Europe. A little bit of Asia and Native American. I said, all right, cool. I noticed that you didn't claim nothing to do with like the Australasian dons and all them sort of shits there, yeah. So it's much stuff. Oh, what is Kaylee restreaming my stream? She don't have permission to restream my stream still, man. So if you're restreaming my stream, I'm gonna put a copyright strike in for that still. Yeah, especially if it's Kaylee. I don't like that Trump still. She can suck her mum. All right. Oh. Listen, let me get to the screen for a sec. All right,
of Oxford undergraduates, 40% of you were privately educated in a country in which 7% of students have private educations. 80% of you come from meaningful social and economic privilege. As we heard a moment ago, at my university, Yale, there are more students from the top 1% of the income distribution than from the entire bottom half. Now, my university's admissions process is corrupt, and failures of meritocracy might explain it. But Oxford's is not corrupt. You can't buy a place here. There is no meaningful legacy preference. And yet, nevertheless, you're all rich, and you all come from privileged backgrounds, or almost all. Now, why is that? The reason is straightforward. Famous US baseball player once said, practice doesn't make perfect, perfect practice makes perfect. Meritocracy, in fact, is not, as we just heard, that advantage turns on effort and talent. It turns on effort and talent, and one more thing, investment. It turns on how much is invested in developing a child's talent using their own efforts. And the investment that different kinds of children get in meritocratic societies is absolutely enormously different. In the United States, the richest private schools spend over $75,000 per pupil per year on educating their children, in a society in which public schools on average spend about $12,000. In this country, the richest private schools spend over 30,000 pounds a year educating their children. These massive investments produce massive differences not because of legacy admissions, but because of national income that they have to. The richest 10% of earners made twice as much as the poorest 10% of earners. Today, they make 4 times as much. A graduate of this university will make 50% more in her first year out than a graduate of the University of York. So meritocracy creates an inequality in which rich parents have the opportunity to spend all this money on their children, which is why meritocratic children are also rich children. That's the first point. Meritocracy excludes most of society from meaningful advantage. Second point, it's not actually fun to have that much invested in you as a kid. It's not easy. You are poked and prodded and tested and subject to tutors and classes and extra help and schools and exams. And you do this from the earliest age up until adulthood. And then you come here and you work hard, and then you get a job at McKinsey or Goldman Sachs and you work 80 hours a week. And then you become parents. And you live in fear that your children will lose the caste that you have acquired by working so hard. And so as parents, you do 2 jobs. You squeeze into your children the same thing that was squeezed into you as you're working to try to make the money to enable you to do that. It's not surprising that in England, exam anxiety has now overtaken body image as the largest source of stress in wealthy children. It's not surprising that in a study of a wealthy American private school, 50% of children had moderate to severe clinical symptoms of depression, and 75% had moderate to severe clinical symptoms of anxiety. These are not easy lives to live. You will be extremely wealthy, wealthier than you can imagine, wealthier than prior elites have been, but you will not be well, and your children will not be well. And so even as meritocracy excludes everyone else, it will ensnare those of us in this room who are fortunate. But that doesn't mean that in human terms, it serves our interests. And so meritocracy creates an elite that is indifferent to the common good and that believes in its own entitlements, which is very damaging for society and not so great for the elite either. At the same time, meritocracy tells the rest of society that it's their fault that they aren't in this room, that if they'd been a little more talented, if they'd been a little harder working, if they'd had a little more merit, then they would have been able to measure up. They would have succeeded. And so they are to blame for what is in fact a form of structural exclusion. And so meritocracy makes the elite smug and leaves everyone else naked in their rejection. And that's an extremely damaging place to be. That explains why in your country and in my country, those who are excluded by meritocracy now have a lower life expectancy than they did 3 years ago. Let me be clear, there has been no other time and place in human history in which absent war or massively fatal plague, and COVID is not that plague, there's been a diminution in life expectancy for a large segment of the population. The source is addiction, the source is alcoholism, the source is obesity, the source is suicide. These are internalized forms of self-hatred produced by what meritocracy says to the people whom it excludes, just as neoliberalism and Davos are internalized forms of conceit produced by what meritocracy says to the elite. So once again, meritocracy excludes most people from advantage. It ensnares the rich in a web of effort and distortion. And it distorts all of us individually and collectively, making us value the wrong things in the wrong ways and for the wrong reasons, which is, as the motion says, why there is no merit in meritocracy, or why, as I would say, merit is a sham.
Yeah, bro. I can't really speak, man. The customer's in the shower still, man, so I'm going to be on mute, but I've added you to the panel, cuz.
Oh, big up, big up. Send me that link when you get a chance, though, bro. Yeah. And yeah, you can't speak. How long you out for? 'Cause I've probably got like 20 minutes I could hold you down for. Pause.
Yeah, just however long you got, man. If you just want to rap or whatever.
Yeah, calm. I was happy. When you're ready, yeah. Do your work when you're ready. Come back. Hopefully, I'm still there. If not, then obviously just let me shut up in it. But yeah, big up everyone in the chat. That was a video. Hopefully, Veli will send me the link to that because yeah, like I think meritocracy is one of them ones where everybody likes the idea of meritocracy. That the people who get to the top have worked, and a lot of people use the word and the term. But then I think actually listen to him, and I've never even dipped it to that level. To be fair, when he actually broke it down and went through all the levels in which meritocracy is a meritocracy only because of inequality in many ways. Like, and he set it down like perfectly, you know, like obviously a lot of the kids in that room, and especially Oxford. If you work, like I work with people who went to Oxford, in it, like if you work with people and you work in those types of like office environments where the presumption is you went to a Russell Group top university, and so on, in it, like there's definitely a culture around that where these people they actually buy into the idea that yeah, they earned it, they worked hard to get there. When the reality is a lot of them they went to private school and stuff like that. It's mad because obviously being a Londoner, born and raised, I didn't meet nobody that went to private school until I got into the working world. Like none of my friends, none of the nobody I went to college with, no one I went uni with, none of them went to private school. But then when you get into like the working world, you end up being like, right, I'm the only one that went to state school here. Everybody, particularly if you work in a certain types of sectors and areas, you might end up being the only person who went to a state school to a working class sort of background. You're just there like, and these people here are properly convinced that they worked really hard to get there, as opposed to they had all the opportunities in the world to get there. That being said, I also agree with what he said as well in terms of like investment isn't fun. Like I definitely see a lot of unhappy people from those sorts of backgrounds because they missed out on most of their childhood and their upbringing, etc. Just focus on being invested in, basically. But then again, not all of them. There's some of them who were having fun time during their teenage years, and they're still having a fun time now. The fun's never stopped for them because inequality. But yeah, it's such an interesting point because I think, I'm not sure if you guys saw, what's my name? Gary Stevenson, I think. I don't know his surname now, I remember. It's Gary, you know, Gary's economics guy. I don't know, he's another lefty, so, you know, some people might not feel, not really like him, but obviously he's a lefty that went and made a hell of a lot of money for him in the bank. I'm not sure how much of a communist that is, but he puts it out there straight, like the economic system is set up to take from the poor and transfer the wealth to the rich. That's pretty much the economic system that we're dealing with in this country and in the West. And it's interesting because like the last time I was on the panel properly, when I was able to have tried to start a little debate, I was trying to start a debate with that guy Luke, who calls himself a Western chauvinist or whatever it is. Like obviously he backs the West. I'm just like, the West has been running the world for 600 years, and people are so upset in the West. It's massive. You know what I mean? It's like, how can you guys be running the world for the past 600 years? You have full control over the world, basically, but nobody ain't happy in the West. And people in the West are talking about they're afraid of the West. They think the West is going to fall. All this sort of stuff. How do you have control for such a long period of time and have such levels of anxiety amongst the people who claim themselves to be, like Luke says, a Western chauvinist? As someone who backs the West and Western ideas and Western politics, Western culture, as it were, how is it failing if it's so good? And doesn't that call for people who back the West to ask more questions about the West? Or is it that the West is not failing, or the West is only failing because of the rest of the world? Which wouldn't make much sense because the West obviously has been controlling the rest of the world. Like English is the top spoken language across the world, not because people love the language so much, but because England literally ran 3/4 of the world at one point in time. Do you know what I'm saying? So the world that we have right now has been created in the West's image. But Western people themselves seem to be some of the most unhappy. Like when you start listening to some of these people who are like, you know, people talking about the great replacements theory and they're losing their country and their land and all this sort of stuff. And you just think to yourself that, but you guys have the power. I mean, like if you're losing power now, it's because you haven't used it well, because you have all the power. You've had it for 600 years at least. And I know, you know, there's an argument between the rich and the poor of the West, but the poor of the West, overwhelmingly, I find, still back the West. I haven't seen enough of the poor from the West saying, actually, you know what? The leadership of the West has been horrible. Like the rich people who are leading the West are horrible, and we need to get rid of them. A lot of them are like, we need to get rid of immigrants. We need to get rid of everybody but the people who are exploiting and controlling the country, innit? So I don't know. I find it fascinating, and I found that video fascinating as well in terms of meritocracy. And really, the only reason I actually signed on because I wanted Vay to send me a link to it. And all now, but he still ain't sent me the link. He's here listening, getting entertainment and all them things for free. But he ain't sent me no link, not on my WhatsApp or nothing. Because I wanted to forward that video on, because that was actually a really good video. I don't even know who that guy was doing the Oxford Union lecture. But yeah, it's quite interesting as well. I'm not sure if many of you, and I've been to Oxford or Cambridge as well. Like those areas, it's in there, like the uni. There's, obviously, if you go to Cambridge, pretty much, I've not been to Oxford. The whole town in Cambridge is pretty much the uni, to be fair. But yes, it's such an interesting area, interesting space, interesting people. Anyway, let me come back and look at the comments. He said it's a screen recording. I said, no, bless, big up, girl, safe for that. Let me go to the chat and let's have a read of what you guys are saying, because I've just been ranting. Honestly, I actually prefer my own voice to you lot's writing, but I will have a read, you know, it's Billy's channel. I do have to get back to work at some point today. Oh yeah, it's Ramadan as well, so I say Ramadan Kareem to all the Muslims out there. Shout out, big up, hope you're having a blessed Ramadan, and so on. Asr soon come. I definitely can't stay here past Asr time, so yeah, hopefully Bells is just doing his thing, pause and all that, being a plumber. Yeah. I hope he comes back once he's sorted out, and hopefully he's doing plumbing on a lady's house. I'm hoping. Pause. Anyway, it's yeah, pause, man. It's Ramadan. Let me relax on that there a bit. I can't remember what I was doing. I'm actually looking at my phone. I'm looking at the chats at the same time. Let me read the chat first, and I need to go and check my messages. Somebody said, Scatter Mind, what did you study at? You think I went to Oxford? Oh God bless. I wish I did. That's not me, you know. But shout out to you, Foster. I didn't go to Oxford University. I went to an okay uni. It wasn't that good. Do I even sound like I went to Oxford? Like, I would be speaking much better English if I went to Oxford. People would not. Yeah, I wouldn't sound like this. I'd be able to actually enunciate my words and not just roll them all together and speak real fast like I do. But shout out to Oxford and them thing there. But yeah, I'm trying to scroll back to the comments. So if you're making comments right now, I'm not seeing them because I'm trying to scroll back to the point where I jumped on, just so I could try and read everyone's comments in the time being. Wouldn't it have been a better idea to have America still on side and develop your own army? Wouldn't that have been a much more idea? Yeah, for sure, 100%. If you're talking about the whole the whole, what do you call him? What's his name? I can't remember, man. The whole Ukraine thing. Yeah, that's it. Shout out Captain, or the Captain. Shout out Jose de Mello. Until liberals choose new liberal leader. This is just okay. I'm just yeah. Some of these comments aren't even that. Yeah, man. Gonna skip over some of these comments. Adam Smith, what panels you been on? I thought you were talking about Adam Smith, the actual philosopher, but there's actually a guy in the chat called Adam Smith. I guess he is a proper capitalist. I think he should jump on, innit? Because if he's a proper capitalist and he backs like Adam Smith and them, man, and the wealth of nations and all that, it'll be great to hear from him to understand why late stage capitalism seems to be failing. It does seem like we are in late stage capitalism. Let's be fair. For the past, since the economic crash in 2008, we've not had any good growth in any G8 country on the planet. Not really, not sustainable. And even where we have had growth, like places like America, for example, and even we're not seeing that the wealth go down to the lower classes. And I think there's an argument as to how much that ever happened, that sort of trickle down economic theory. But we're not seeing that wealth come down to the working classes. And you're seeing the working classes becoming a lot more and more angry and resulting to a lot more the same sort of thing in some of these countries, right? Like, let's go further and further right wing. Like, rather than going further and further left wing and trying to attack the people who have money, they want to go further and further right wing. And that seems to be the direction of travel. And my thing is, that's why I feel like we are definitely in like a late stage capitalism. If you know about your sort of like Marxist theories and you've read, you know, all those books and stuff like that, and his ideas around sort of the Marxian dialectic, or the argument about the way in which things were going to go in regards to this economy, moving from feudalism into capitalism, the capitalist class onwards. And the argument was that once we reach state capitalism, you would see capitalism no longer able to serve the purposes it was there set up to do. And in many ways, you could argue that perhaps maybe in 1900s, this already happened, right? When we had the great crash of the 1900s, where people were walking around with wheelbarrows of cash. And what we know that happened as a result of the great crash in the 1900s was a lot of state intervention, which is, you know, decidedly uncapitalist. If you decide to, as a state, get involved in your economy to start handing out or managing the way the economy works to make it work properly, That's nothing to do with capitalism, because capitalism argues that the state needs to be outside of the economy, and that the market itself decides on winners and losers and what works. And so it's quite fascinating that the market hasn't really ever worked, right? We've gotten to a point where, like 2008 again, we had another massive crash. The banking system, pretty much the heart of the capitalist economy, it collapsed. It's never and what did we do as a result? You know, because we all know banks are very much communist, we decided to use communist policies and fund the banks, right? And give them lots of money to save them and help them out and stabilize them. And still, despite all of that, we're not getting growth. We're not getting the money circulating around in the way that it's supposed to. And as a result, can capitalism really survive over the next 10, 20 years? Like since 2008, it's flopped, right? We've not had a recovery. And now people have resorted to going for people like Trump and people like Farage, and they're thinking that this is going to be the answer. We get rid of the immigrants. It could go back to like it was in the 70s and the 60s, not realizing that the economic situation of the nation has changed completely since the 70s and the 60s. And there's a reason why you wanted those immigrants to come into the country into the first place. You're going to put yourself in a deep, dark hole. But I also think there's a lot of people out there who have gotten to a point where money isn't important anymore, right? It's about culture. It's about preserving a way of life and a way of being. And so even if we have to be poor, I'd rather be poor, but as long as England could be England, white people are walking around and we don't have to deal with too many of these colored people kind of thing, then they'll be happy. And I do wonder to myself, how far are we going to go in that direction before that actually becomes a reality, where people actually say, you know what, F all of this stuff. I don't care if your doctors are Pakistani or Jamaican. Go back to where you come from. England's England, to the point where people start dying because there's not enough doctors, and people are like, you know what, fair enough, people just have to die. Well, at least we got our country back. It could be going that direction. Sorry, I'm ranting and I'm talking to myself. I'm not even looking at comments no more, so it could just be a mess. But yeah, let me have a quick look on the chat and see what people are saying. Yeah, I'm really looking at like what people are saying. Where I feel like I can make a comment about it, because obviously if you're just talking to other people in the chat, there's no point in me reading your comment out. So if there's something, maybe just at me, maybe that makes it easier. I can't see where people are responding, if they are responding to me or talking in regards to what I'm saying here. If you want me to read your comment out, or if you got an argument to make, or you want me to respond, just at me, direct at Scattered Minds or something, and then I can see that pop up. I've been trying to go through it slowly. Oh man, like GOJ is here. Shout out Jacob. Where you at, bro? The West was building bombs, and you African Pan-African was building gumbo dishes. You're taking the mic. I don't even eat gumbo. That's an American thing as well, by the way. Like that's actually literally Louisiana. So I love GOJ. He's like one of the best people on YouTube. I love the fact that he's still around. We've got so much like, yeah. But he's funny as hell as well. But like gumbo is definitely an American thing. I don't even think they eat gumbo in Africa. Like I literally think gumbo is just for African Americans in Louisiana. I think that's it. And I think like I ain't never had gumbo before. I hear people talk about it like it's bad, but yeah, I don't know about that. But that's an interesting comment. Is GOJ Golo Jacob, yeah? Is that the same guy or is it a different guy? I've not been obviously active like I was before, so I don't know exactly who's who. But if it's Golo Jacob, that's who it is. The Westbourne Buns, because Jungle, go back to Africa. Spent all day talking about Egypt and Africa all together. I hear what you're saying, to be fair. I think there is probably a level of Pan-Africanists who do definitely talk too much about ancient Egypt and all those sorts of things. But like, let's be fair, that's a very reductive point. The reason why the West runs the world is because when they took control, they didn't let up in it. Like, let's be fair. Over the period of history, you had various different people who claim to have ran the world per se. I think the West probably are the ones who were able to actually actualize it. Like even the Roman Empire, they will claim they ran the world, but there's plenty of people who are alive during the Roman Empire who wouldn't have known about the Roman Empire and whose lives wouldn't have been touched by the Roman Empire. Where when it comes to now, the current era that we're living in, there's no way you can say that. Do you know what I mean? Everyone knows America, everyone knows Britain, everyone knows the West. And everyone's life has been touched or shaped in some way by America or the West. And so, yeah, that's just what it is now, to be fair. But yeah, like and obviously it's part of the global economy that came about as a result of sort of the past 500 years, to be fair, where the West have just been in a position where they've been able to really dictate things, and everyone else had to go along with it. And so, yeah, I mean, that's why I struggle with like Western chauvinists complaining that like things are going wrong or that the system's not working and so on, because like the West has been in control of the system. If it's not going wrong, it's not working. It's because the West doesn't work or whatever. That's my argument in it. Like I'd love to see somebody else jump on the chat, or jump in and say and make an argument against that. Get off your chest, girl, man. Get what off my chest. Sorry, I wasn't listening at that point, but yeah, I'll try. Whatever it is, I can try and get on my chest. It's strange because it's not at me, but I did see you at me. I did not go to John Ruskin. There's a lot to talk about John Ruskin. I went to like a very calm university. It was no push thing at all. John. Yeah, let's read a couple of these. Dwayne is going in. Dwayne Jones. I've never met this person before online, but he's going in with the comments right now. So big up great Dwayne Jones is. What's your position on the idea that Islam is a fabricated myth, Scan Minds? That is not true. But yeah, I'll come back to that in a second because that's going to take us all into another direction. They think Trump is just a blip and they can ride Russia over him while they wait out the 4 years for the Dems to return. Who's that? Oh, the UK and EU. That'll be interesting. I think they probably do think that, to be fair. I do wonder. Like, I think the West in general is kind of at a fractious point because you have Europe and you have America and they seem to be breaking up. And obviously for someone like myself who's utterly neutral and doesn't, whatever happens, it's interesting to watch and see. Is America going to go its own way, and does the West go its own way? And what happens as a result? Does America try to do more in regards to its own sphere? So for those of you who know about the Monroe Doctrine and American history, America sees the Americas as its backyard. It's like the only reason why the Americas aren't a part of the United States is because it would have just got too big and we would have had too many of those Spanish people coming to our country, right? But when they were forming the United States of America, there was lots of conversations, even questions around, should we take Mexico? Should we take some of these islands from the Caribbean? There was lots of the conversations. They like, this is our, America is our, I mean, that's why they call themselves America. They don't refer to themselves quite often as the United States, unless you're talking about politics or you're listening to a report. Quite often, they just refer to themselves as America, right? Like, and if someone says America, you're not going to stop and think Colombia or Peru or something like that, right? You're going to think about the United States because, as far as you're concerned, that is what America is. Now, if someone say Europe over here, you're not going to just think Germany or France, right? Because you understand the continent of Europe has multiple countries and there's no one dominant force over those countries. Whereas in America, the continents, and there are two continents, there's South and there's North America, and there's Central America, let's be fair. But regardless of that, you know who America is. You know who America is, right? You know it's not Colombia. You know it's not Mexico. You know it's not Canada. You know it's not the Caribbean islands. You know it's not Venezuela. You know America is the United States of America. Like, they run the entire continent. And so it'll be quite interesting to see if America does pull back from support with Europe, do they try and do more in their own sphere of America? Do they try and take more control of the economies of those regions? Or do they try and create their own American Union type situation? I doubt it. Obviously, South America has a habit of voting in left-wing governments, and America hates when they do that. And so I don't know how much they'll let that kind of thing happen. But yeah, it's quite interesting as well. And also, yeah. But anyway, so Foster, shout out to Foster. He says, what did you study at university? I studied politics and international relations. I can't see anybody else make a chat directly at me. What's your position? Okay, I'll come back to that, Skyworks. I will answer that once I get through some of this. Scat Mind, salute, bro. Shout out to you, my sister. So long time, man. Jump on the panel when you get a chance. I'm just trying to hold it down for Veli. I'm gonna have to jump off in a second because it's getting a bit late. I've got probably another 10 minutes I could give it, another 10, 15, before I go back to doing my actual job, before they realize what I'm doing at work and I get fired. No, I'm joking. Obviously, I'm on my lunch break, clearly, so that's why I'm here. Kalam has been doing some interesting streams on the subject. Oh yeah, I'm not seeing Kalam's streams recently, but I'll definitely head over there. But I know Kalam's position anyway. I've spoken to him a few times. I know his politics and his I don't know it up by heart. I can't say I know it completely, but I know the gist of what the arguments that Kalam makes or is making. And I think there was some, there's conversations to be had and that need to be had in regards to all faiths and all religions and the politics and the connections with that. I don't know. I think, yeah, that's it. Like, I think there's conversations to be had. That's all I can say on that. But I think in terms of made up fabrication, obviously, like I can understand why people, if you've been watching that stream or them streams, that you might have come to those ideas. But obviously, there are sound arguments against them too. Everything is everything. Shout out to you, EIEs in the building. The Big Bad Rick Show. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think you would probably be able to tell what Quran's politics and ideology is, to be fair. But I think you definitely should be able to tell that. What those kind of things are. Taffy and Luke, where's Taffy and Luke? Are they in the chat? I haven't seen them. Or are they trying to? Are they on the panel? Am I on the panel with other people? Oh, no, I'm on my own. Gassing me up. I thought Taffy and Luke were here. Okay, we tell them to run. No, tell them to jump on. I definitely would love to have a chat with either Taffy or Luke. What's interesting though, like, what's the frustrating thing about Belly's platform is, and it's also the thing that's good about it, because he's always been able to attract diverse opinion and views, people from different ideas who have different viewpoints to come together and have discussions and talk. And I'm going to sound very biased here, because obviously, but in my experience, I find, and to be fair, let me actually not be biased. That's cool. Let me try not to be biased. I'm still going to be a bit biased because I'm a human, but let me try not to be too biased. Yeah, I'm going to say straight up and down that I find that a lot of people who purport to be pushing this sort of right-wing narrative and to be patriots and all that sort of stuff don't stand on their square and have a debate that is intellectually honest. And it's impossible. I find it's been impossible for me personally to find anybody on these panels, and I've been wanting to from Belly's panels. Although we've been able to attract a large number of right-wingers, to be able to get right-wingers who actually are intellectually honest and stand on their square. A lot of them, when they start losing the debate, they start shouting, they start doing a lot of this weird stuff, and it's like rare. And then obviously the nature of these panels is then you'll have lots of different people jump on, and you have loads of different people shouting. And you might have noticed when that happens, I usually pull back because I'm just not into it. You can't really have a conversation like that. Like, it's funny, it's entertaining. Like, that's why you all listen. Let's be honest. Like, you like hearing Jeep or loser shit and screaming down at the place at people. Like, let's be honest about that. You're entertained by it. Like, you ain't got shit else to do right now. You're bored and listen to that crap. But me, yeah, it's been difficult to find people who actually stand on their square and be like, cool, let's not do the shouting thing and lose my ish and just go off. Let me just have honest, genuine conversation, interaction. And I might not change my opinion. I might still be like, cool, I lost this debate because I didn't have the evidence to hand, but I still hold my position. And you can still do that. But at least be intellectually honest and say, right, I didn't have the evidence to hand right now. So cool, you win that on that point right now because I can't prove my point. And that would be great to see. I'm getting a phone call, Bells. I might have to cut, I'm going to air the phone call for now, but I'm going to get another call in a second. Let me just finish my point, though, because I wanted to make my point. One second, actually. I'm going to take the phone call and I'll carry on my point. Sorry. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I just had to take a phone call. But literally, I'm going to have to jump off now, Bells, for real. But hopefully somebody could jump on or somebody else could jump on and they could do it. But I was trying to say, like, literally, I just wanted somebody from the right wing. Because I can respect right-wing positions, right? I can respect that we have different views, different ideas. But, like, let's argue about them then, yeah? Let's see who wins, who brings the evidence or whatever. And I just not be able to find those people. But I equally say that, like, I think the time where we had the most sort of intense arguments that were on a high level in regards to intellectual honesty and actually people just being real and not just doing stuff for bants or for clout was around the time when that guy Rob was here, right? And I wasn't a big fan of him, and obviously I don't think he was necessarily even intellectually honest, right? Because he only ever wanted to talk about religion and he only wanted to talk about his very specific sort of paradigms that he set up regarding wow, who's that? Somebody's talking, oh, Bells, yeah, let's make a man move. He only ever want to talk about his paradigm and set the conversation up in a very specific kind of way. But at the same time, I can appreciate that, right? When you was arguing with him, like, and the Muslims that came on to argue with him, because it usually was Muslims, I didn't hear that many Christians come on to argue with him, and they man were pushing the atheist thing. It was a G block. There was levels of people being honest. I will also argue and say there was lots of levels of people not being honest on my side, Muslim brothers who would jump on and not necessarily have an intellectual honesty as well. So that's me not being biased, right? So I'm not saying it's just the right wing people who are not intellectually honest. I think there's a lot of people out there who aren't intellectually honest. I think there's some people who aren't qualified to debate, but they want to defend the position, right? And I think if you're a Muslim, that's kind of natural, right? You want to defend Islam, so you jump on to try and defend Islam, but ultimately, you might not be qualified to defend it, and so therefore you start getting mad and you start doing all this other stuff instead of being intellectually honest, and it starts losing things, losing you just lose trust. Like you can't really trust that person as an honest broker in a conversation. And yeah, that's pretty much where how I see this situation basically is that would be good to be able to get on these panels and to have more intellectual conversations and have that intellectual honesty. I would say that the Rob era, but also Shakara was around during those times as well. And Shakara there was quite a lot of like Pan-Africanist conversation around those times as well. And he used to come in and school people hard. And so that was a good point on G Block. But it is a bit worried about how some of these other people didn't necessarily or that we haven't been able to continue those conversations on politics, which is what I'm about, which I'm probably best educated on, so we can actually have proper debates around right wing and left wing and all these sorts of ideas and all these other ideologies without somebody going crazy and talking rubbish about cultural Marxism. Then you ask them to define cultural Marxism, they can't define it, and they start using mad talking points that they've heard from the news that they haven't properly understood themselves. Yeah, I would say that's the shame. I think that's the shame. But I think the good part is obviously that we have like so many diverse opinions here on Ville's panel. And I would love that more people came on and were just a bit more intellectually honest from the right wing side. That's my argument. I can't talk about people on the left wing side because, I'm like I'm not really listening to the left wing. I'm thinking, I'm gonna go and debate them, man. They're wrong, etc. They're wrong about some things, and I will definitely argue for left wing on certain things. But really, it's a right wing that I'm like, I like. You guys who are right wing and support the West and Western chauvinism, I want to debate you, but I need you to be honest. I need you to stay on point, stand on your square, and be honest. But yeah, that's me. I got a cut because meeting time on them thing. Bells, love, respect for having me on here and all them thing there. Hopefully I'll jump back on later on, but I got a cut. Hopefully someone else jumps on as well soon. Big up.
Of what just happened moments ago in the Oval Office.
For them.
Well, if I didn't align myself with both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, "Hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal?" That doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America. And for the good of the world, I'm aligned with the world. And I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred. And I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now the President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact
2015.
2014.
2014 is
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
that's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, yeah, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him. Me, like a new president in 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel. We signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come one.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you have nice ocean and don't feel now. You will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that. Remember this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good. We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's backed you far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you can...
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet.
You haven't been alone.
In this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military equipment, and you men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days. I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
maybe
new.
Less.
In 2 weeks. Of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
Again,
I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times
accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards.
Thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're
again,
running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running
Mr.
low
President.
on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I wanted this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
It doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what
That wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
you.
a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
This
That was
is your,
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry, here.
It'll be a tough deal to make, because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without